sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Lynch. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Throwing his car on third down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They will run again with Coleman. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy this time when he runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Carr now on first down. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Carr. Incomplete, right side to Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jack Crawford able to get him for a loss of about 3. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal.
And it's caught. Roberts has it for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
22! 20!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Get up!
Again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And now here come the Raiders. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before half for Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here now come the Falcons. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, wait.
On 1st down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang. Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last 2 teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season? The Falcons, they didn't win it. Philadelphia did. And then how about this for a second game? San Francisco at Minnesota. In normal years, it doesn't get as much attention, but how about now? Jimmy Garoppolo leading the 49ers to take on now Kirk Cousins' Minnesota Vikings.
Anything else there from the NFC Week 1 catching your eye?
Well, I think the Dallas Cowboys of Carolina, that definitely does, because the Cowboys are trying to get back to the playoffs.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Get up!
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Let's go. Hey, Tuesday. Young guy. Move, Eddie. I gotta go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brendan, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Hey, let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's completed. Hooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Ryan. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
6:37.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One final try now for Carr. That's going to be caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.